So, tell me about this movie of yours. It sounds incredible. I'm so excited to see it.
Thank you. Yeah. India Sweets and Spices. It's a coming of age story for a young Indian American woman who is trying to find herself and is growing up in a community where she doesn't see the kinds of role models that she wants to see. And she is surrounded by a lot of what she doesn't know are lies, or she starts to suspect but doesn't know. And then my character in the film, I'm Bhairavi, and I own a local South Asian grocery store, and I'm new to the neighborhood. And as our lives interact, she learns something about her mother's past that allows her to just kind of open a can of worms that everybody else would rather just keep shut.
Nice. And what were some of the challenges about making this movie?
Challenges. Oh my God, I don't know. I had such a great time. I grew up in India, and Manisha Koirala, who plays Sheila, my long lost friend in the film. I've grown up watching her, so it was just so incredible to meet her and work with her, and we've become friends. And it's just incredible. Or to work with Adil Hussain, who I've admired for a while, and just to meet these people, work with them. And sometimes you meet people who you've admired from afar, and when you meet them, you're like, oh God, I was better off not meeting them. But I was just so pleasantly surprised by just such amazing human beings that the both of them are. Um, so I don't know. Challenges, probably Geeta Malik, who wrote and directed the film, would be better to tell you. I had a great time.
Yeah, I could tell you're like glowing talking about this movie. I love it. I love it. And what were some of your favorite parts about playing this role?
Oh my God, what wasn't? I just this part. I wish I could just keep playing this part, honestly, because there's I was an active, me personally not, but as Bhairavi, I was an activist in Delhi before I've moved to the US, and I have this grocery store. And there's a way in which patriarchal societies don't allow women to have incredible role models. We're kind of like craving someone, can someone pave the way? And so we can look to them. And I feel like Bhairavi in this film, for me, allows Alia to have that, to be validated in all the feelings she's having, Alia is having about these like secrets and lies that exist in the community she's in. And then I come in and I say, yeah, I see you. I see what you see. And let me tell you what the truth is. And sometimes in patriarchal societies, for women especially, it is so hard to speak our truths because it literally directly threatens our survival. And so you see that in the film where Sheila has decided to survive, and then the lies and secrets that come in. So for me, the thing that I love is in playing Bhairavi is that even though I didn't fulfill the mission of the activism that I did have in growing up in Delhi, but there's a part of me that I haven't lost it. I'm a business owner, I run my own business, and I have no qualms in telling someone what is what. And I just find that so refreshing as a woman, as a South Asian woman, who I didn't have a lot of female role models in my own family or community where I saw women take a stand and be like, I'm going to tell you what it is. And my life is not going to be threatened. My body is not going to be threatened. So I love that about Bhairavi, and the relationship, the friendship with Bhairavi and Sheila, the long lost friends is always just something so delicious to see, and just how that grows through the film and is challenged in the film, I loved.
And do you think that this movie is going to be an inspiration for women to be more stronger and more independent and more badass, if you will? Because it
Oh
sounds
my
like it.
God, I hope so. I hope so. I sure hope so. I feel like as from what I know of Geeta, I've known her for several years now, and um, she is definitely a filmmaker who finds that that is important to her. As an actor, artist, audiobook narrator, that's important to me um, to give voice to female stories and characters where these are women who, you know, the circumstances are similar to what you and I experience, but there's a way in which they're able to find strength to do something about them. And I hope, especially in the South Asian community, that the film is able to inspire some young people and some people of the older generation as well.
Nice. And who are some of your female role models?
Oh, that's a good question. In personal life, I would say I have an aunt who I have, I'm I've always wanted to write about her life story, and I'm working on something to hopefully tell her story and do justice to it. She has had a lot of challenges in her life, and there's a way in which she hasn't lost empathy for others, even people who may have wronged her at some point. There's a way in which she has resilience. There's a way in which she's been able to raise her kids single-handedly that I just, you know, she shows up to meet the challenges. And I find that as a kid, she was my role model because I didn't have an older sister. So, you know, she was kind of my play buddy, and she was in a play. And somehow my parents decided it was okay for me to go see her in a play. It was a grown up play. And I think that's when I got the little, I think I want to do this. I saw her on stage and she was playing this like awful, mean mother in law. And then when I went to go see her backstage, she was bawling her eyes out because she just felt so horrible about this part she had to play. And I just, and you know, to me, that speaks to the humanity that she has. So for me, she's always someone I look up to, and just her resilience inspires me a lot.
Incredible. Yeah, she sounds like a lucky, you sound like a lucky lady to have her in your life and vice versa.
Ah, she is incredible. And recently, my parents are in Delhi, and they've been going through the whole COVID situation. They were COVID positive, and so I've been trying to, yeah,
Are they okay?
help. They're now COVID negative, and they're just dealing with the aftermath of, you know. And so I've been from afar trying to do what I can, and I've been talking a lot more with my aunt than I used to before, and it's just so heartwarming to know that she's there for me.
Wonderful. And what's next for you? I know you said you're writing your aunt's story, but what else are you going to be working on?
Yeah, in the fall, there's a show on Netflix. It's an animated series called Ghee Happy. So I'm going to be in that. It's incredible, amazing kind of animation show for preschoolers and elementary school kids that has a lot of Hindu deities, but kind of reimagined. So I can't wait for people to see that. And then also Kung Fu Panda TV series is coming out, the animated series, and I have a part in that. And I don't know the release date for any of these, but they're all coming out this fall. So I'm excited for that. And I also narrate audiobooks. So there's just, that's an ongoing thing. And I just feel so blessed to be able to tell these incredible stories.
Wow. Yes. And I'm going to be showing my new niece your video, your new shows when they come out in the fall.
Awesome. How old is she?
One day.
Oh,
Thank
congratulations.
you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Already the
Wow.
love of my life. I only met her virtually on video chat, but already the love of my life.
Oh, kids, man, they teach you. They are like the biggest teachers. My son, I feel like, is such a gift. I have become a better person because of him, truly.
Oh, yeah. And already she's like this wrapped around my finger. Whatever she wants, she'll get.
Oh, yeah. Oh, aunts are so important in a child's life, just.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, so congratulations. I
Thank
look
you.
forward to you having so much fun with her.
Oh, I will.
Wow.
And I cannot wait for her to watch her stuff. And one thing I like to ask people I interview is tell me a fun fact about yourself.
Ooh, fun fact. Um, I make a mean chai, a really good chai,
Ooh.
from scratch. I am really fun on the dance floor. And I have been running a podcast with my son for 3 years. It's a Hindi language podcast where we make up a story in Hindi every week, and
Ooh.
we have a lot of listeners all around the world.
I got to check that out. What's it called?
It's called Josh Ke Saath, which in English means with Josh, which is my son's name, or Josh also means enthusiasm. So along, like with enthusiasm. And the idea is that we start with a story starter that is like a what, who, what, and where. And then we just start making up stories. And the inspiration was because I want my son to know Hindi, which is my mother tongue. And so just to inspire him to express himself in Hindi. And it's been going great.
That's beautiful. And how old's your son?
He will be 9 soon.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. Happy birthday to him.
Yeah. Thank you.
And what are you watching on TV these days?
Oh, I finished watching Ted Lasso for the second time. I don't know if you've caught it. It's on
Oh,
Apple
good.
TV.
I love it.
Oh my God. I want to eat it up. I want to be on that show. I don't know how, but somehow.
This is why I have the space background, so we can throw it out into the universe to make it
Oh,
happen.
yes. Thank you. I love that. And I started watching The Good Place recently.
That's a good show.
I,
I like that.
yeah. I love that it kind of marries philosophy and storytelling. To me,
Yes.
that's like, oh, it's like so juicy.
It's a very good show. And Kristen Bell is so incredible in that role.
Oh my God. And just like the ensemble that they've gathered to tell this story. And um my husband is watching it for the second time. So, but like it's incredibly amazing and entertaining for him still. So we're doing that when we get time.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing. You always need time to, there's so much good TV. It's like, where do you get the time to watch all of it?
I know. What are you watching these days?
I'm obsessed with anything on Bravo. So Housewives, Married to Medicine, stuff like that. I love it. And I just finished watching the season finale of Bob Hart Abishola. Have you ever seen that? It's on
I have
CBS.
not. Yes. I know the show. It just felt like it had a rocky start, but you like it?
I love it. It's great. It's great.
Oh,
The
okay.
first couple episodes are a bit, rocky, but once you get into it, once you get into the third episode, it really hits its stride.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that because I saw the poster for that show and I was like, oh my God, like just, okay, I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah, that and Be Positive, which is also on CBS, was good.
Oh, I know someone who's on that show. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
watch it. Everyone's really good on that show. So
Awesome.
nice. So who do you know in the show? Who's your friend?
Um, Terrell. Um,
Terrell plays Eli. Yes.
yes. He's, I guess I don't know that much about the show, but I know that he's on it. I'm gonna have to check it out.
I won't root it for you, but he does end up towards the end of the season getting a bigger role. So
Yay.
yes, I won't root it for you, but it ends up being really good.
Awesome. That's incredible to hear.
Yes. And where can we find you on social media so we can follow all your great projects?
Thank you. Yes, it's all my social media handles are at the Deepti Gupta because there's a lot of Deepti Guptas out there. So I have to make
Yes.
the Deepti
Oh,
Gupta.
yes, exactly. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. It was a pleasure talking
Thank
to you,
you.
Sammi.
Likewise. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.